The 1-week habit to think in English. Ask yourself something honest. When you hear a question in English, do you answer it, or do you translate it first? If you're translating, you already know how slow and tiring that feels. If you want to become fluent in English, you are at the right place. Please like this video and subscribe for more helpful daily videos like this one. Here's the truth almost no one tells beginners: translating isn't a small habit. It's the single biggest wall between you and speaking English naturally. And today, we're going to break that wall down, 1 week at a time. Most people think fluency comes from knowing more words. It doesn't. Fluency comes from removing the translation step completely, so your brain reaches for English the same way it reaches for your first language instantly, without a detour. Let's talk about why translating happens in the first place. Your brain built strong pathways in your native language over your entire life. Every idea you've ever had traveled down those same paths. English is a brand new road, and right now, it's empty. So your brain, being efficient, always chooses the road it already knows. The fix isn't more grammar. It's forcing your brain to use the new road again and again, until it becomes the easy choice. Here is the 1-week habit. Day 1, every time you have a simple thought, try to catch it and say it in English, even just in your head. I'm hungry. I need my phone. This is boring. Nothing fancy. Just catch the thought before it fully forms in your native language. Day 2 and 3, add speaking it out loud when you're alone. Your own voice saying English sentences trains your mouth and your ear at the same time, not just your mind. Day 4, start narrating small actions as you do them. I'm making tea. I'm opening the door. This feels strange at first. That strangeness is actually a good sign. It means you're building a brand new pathway. Day 5 and 6, try holding a 2-sentence internal conversation with yourself in English about your day. Nothing complicated. Today was okay. I finished my work early. Day 7, notice what changed. Most people find that at least a few thoughts now arrive in English first, without any translating at all. That's not an accident. That's a new pathway forming. Here's something important to understand. This habit will feel slow and clunky before it feels natural. Every single fluent speaker went through that clunky stage. There is no shortcut around it, only through it. The biggest mistake learners make is quitting during the clunky stage because they think it means they're bad at English. It doesn't. It means the new pathway is still under construction. One more thing that helps enormously: pick 5 sentences you say to yourself constantly in your native language, things like I don't know, let me think, that's not bad, and translate those 5 specifically. Because you already think them daily, they become your fastest wins in English. By the end of week 1, you won't be fluent. But you will have proof that your brain can build a new default pathway. And once you've proven that to yourself once, you can do it again and again, group by group, habit by habit, until English simply becomes how you think. Tonight, before you sleep, catch just one thought and say it in English. Tomorrow morning, catch another one first thing when you wake up. That's how this really starts, not with a big decision, but with one small, repeated choice. If this helped you understand your own thinking a little better, that's exactly why I make these videos. Hit like right now, it costs you nothing, and it helps this lesson reach someone who's struggling with the exact same thing you were an hour ago. And if you want the next habit-building method for real conversations, subscribe to Muniba Academy so the next video finds you the moment it's ready. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep thinking in English. Script 2. Phrasal verbs you already use without knowing. Stop for a second and think about the last text message you sent. There's a good chance you used a phrasal verb without even noticing. Let me know. I'll look into it. Can you pick me up? If you want to become fluent in English, you are at the right place. Please like this video and subscribe for more helpful daily videos. Phrasal verbs terrify most learners. 2 simple words combine, and suddenly the meaning has nothing to do with either word alone. Give up has nothing to do with give or up separately. That's exactly why textbooks avoid them, and exactly why native speakers use them constantly. Here's the good news. You don't need to memorize hundreds of phrasal verbs. You need to master about 30 that appear in almost every conversation, and build real comfort using them. Let's start with the daily life group. Wake up, get up, turn on, turn off, pick up, drop off. These are the phrasal verbs of your morning routine, and you'll use them literally every single day. Next is the conversation group. Find out, look into, come up with, deal with, get along with. These carry entire conversations at work, at school, with friends. I need to find out what happened. Let's come up with a plan. Notice how natural and short these feel compared to the more formal alternative, discover, formulate, manage. Then there's the emotional group, the one most learners skip completely. Cheer up. Calm down. Freak out. Get over it. Break down. These aren't optional extras, they're how native speakers actually talk about feelings in daily life. Here's a challenge for you. Right now, think of 3 phrasal verbs from your morning today. Did you wake up? Did you get dressed? Did you head out the door? See how natural that sounds compared to more formal words. The reason phrasal verbs feel hard is that you're trying to learn them as vocabulary, in isolation, on a list. That never works. Phrasal verbs live inside situations, not lists. So instead of memorizing look forward to on its own, attach it permanently to a real sentence you'll actually say. I look forward to the weekend. Here's a method that works far better than flashcards. Every day, pick one phrasal verb, and use it 3 separate times in real sentences about your actual life, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once at night. By the end of the day, that phrasal verb belongs to you, not to a textbook. One more secret, phrasal verbs often have a more formal cousin that means almost the same thing, and knowing both instantly upgrades how natural you sound. Postpone versus put off. Investigate versus look into. Tolerate versus put up with. Natives switch between these constantly depending on how casual the moment is. A common fear is using the wrong preposition and sounding silly. Here's the relief. Even native speakers occasionally mix up prepositions in phrasal verbs, and it almost never breaks communication. Meaning matters far more than perfection here. Try this today. Pick one conversation you'll probably have with a coworker, a friend, a cashier, and prepare just one phrasal verb you can naturally drop into it. I'll get back to you. Let me check it out. One phrasal verb, used once, in real life, is worth more than 50 memorized on a list you'll forget by tomorrow. Little by little, these 2-word combinations stop feeling like a separate, scary category and start feeling like exactly what they are, the normal, everyday texture of spoken English. If this helped you sound a little more natural today, that's exactly why I make these videos. Hit like right now, it costs you nothing, and it helps this lesson reach someone who's struggling with the exact same thing you were an hour ago. And if you want the next set, phrasal verbs for work and business, subscribe to Lamina Academy so the next video finds you the moment it's ready. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep thinking in English. #script 3, why you understand English but can't speak it. Stop scrolling and answer this honestly. You can watch an English movie with no subtitles and understand most of it. So why does your mind go blank the moment you need to actually speak? If you want to become fluent in English, you are at the right place. Please like this video and subscribe for more helpful daily videos. This gap has a name, passive knowledge versus active knowledge. And once you understand the difference, the whole mystery of why can I understand but not speak disappears. Passive knowledge is recognition. When you hear a word, your brain matches it to a meaning you already stored. It's like recognizing a face in a crowd, easy, fast, automatic. Active knowledge is production. It means pulling the exact right word out of thousands stored in your memory, arranging it in the correct order, and pushing it out through your mouth, all in real time, under pressure, while someone is waiting for your answer. These are completely different skills, built by completely different kinds of practice. Listening builds passive knowledge. Speaking, actual speaking, out loud, under time pressure, is the only thing that builds active knowledge. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most learners spend 90% of their time listening and reading, and 10% actually speaking. Then they're confused about why their speaking lags so far behind their understanding. The ratio itself is the problem. So how do you fix it without a conversation partner? Here's a method that works surprisingly well alone. First, self-narration. Describe what you're doing, out loud, in simple English, in real time. I'm making coffee. It's a little cold today. I need to leave soon. This forces active production, on demand, with zero preparation time, exactly like a real conversation. Second, the retell method. After watching any short video or reading anything, close it, and retell what happened out loud in your own words, in English, without looking. This forces your brain to actively search for words instead of just recognizing them. Third, voice recording. Record yourself talking about your day for 60 seconds, no stopping, no editing. Then listen back. This feels uncomfortable the first time. Do it anyway. It's one of the fastest ways to notice exactly where your active knowledge breaks down. Here's something important. When you speak and get stuck, that stuck moment is not failure. It's the exact location where passive knowledge hasn't converted to active knowledge yet. Instead of feeling embarrassed by it, treat it like useful information. Now you know precisely what to practice next. A simple daily challenge. Pick one topic you already understand well in English, your job, a hobby, your city, and speak about it out loud for 2 full minutes without stopping, even if you repeat yourself or pause awkwardly. Do this daily for 1 week and notice how much smoother it becomes by day 7. The gap between understanding and speaking isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It simply means you've built one skill and haven't built the other yet. And unlike understanding, which builds slowly through exposure, speaking ability builds fast once you actually start producing language regularly. If this explained something that's been confusing about your own English, that's exactly why I make these videos. Hit like right now, it costs you nothing, and it helps this lesson reach someone who's struggling with the exact same thing you were an hour ago. And if you want the exact daily speaking routine that closes this gap fastest, subscribe to Lamina Academy so the next video finds you the moment it's ready. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep thinking in English.